July 22nd, about 7:30 here in the Mountain West. Well, the great thing that we have here is that we are developing a good database in recent comparisons to take a look. But I think, as you can see, I'm starting out right here. Here is the vortices down here in South America. And now you can see how this is just intensified. It's just gone crazy. Well, almost 200 kilometers an hour. But look at here. We've been watching this. And again, I am not a meteorologist. This is my own personal interpretation. Everyone has their own. I just decided to do mine because after Dr. Paul Beckwith alerted the world to what was going on, it got laymen like myself saying, well, now wait a minute. Here's a professor who teaches this, and I'll take his credentials over any other person. But this is clearly now not an intermixing. I see this as literally as a north-south direct collapse into the southern jet stream. So, again, that is my take on it. You're certainly welcome to your own. I do know this, that jet patterns do, in fact, have an immediate impact on weather. They also have an impact on long-range weather. If you'll notice right now up in Canada, they're under a major drought. I wonder if this has anything to do with it. And then you have not only one vortex. Remember we saw this one beginning to form? Well, it looks to me that there's yet another. And yet, as we see this, we can see this cascading effect. Someone asks, well, what is this leading to? Well, if you listen to the debate that's going out there, is the planet in the process of a magnetic pole shift? I think the evidence would lend to itself. If the magnetic sphere is actually changing, that has a repercussion effect on the weather. Jet streams, winds, weather patterns, etc. It's all tied in together. Now, what I am finding is just over the weeks, just seeing this right off of Africa, just absolutely again. We have the one right off here, the coast of Chile. Now we have this one right off. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's Chile and the other side's Venezuela. But in any case, and then look at what's happening here with Africa. The westerlies are coming, boom, right down in here, as we have seen. Europe, again, look at this. Let's go over where we've seen so much destruction thus far. India and China. I see a lot of the comments. Thank you for most of the comments that are kind. I mean, like I said, I am not an expert. I do this because, number one, I find that if I can see the same data that the experts are looking at and begin to do layman's research, can I change it? Nope, but I can certainly begin to anticipate. For instance, I live here in Colorado. So we depend on the winter snows. Are we going to have a winter where there will be no snow? Is it going to be extraordinarily hot? It's hard to say, but I think that we can all say if these patterns continue, there is obviously going to be disruption to weather patterns on a global basis. I read one comment, and I do have to agree with the gentleman saying, if we're going into a solar minimum, why is the Earth heating up so much? Good point. It's a question that needs to be asked. And if you're going to tell me that man did that, I'm just going to have to say, really? I mean, because you're living in Fraggle Rock. That is a blatant distortion of the truth. Mankind does not have the ability Well, let me retract that statement. On the surface, it would appear that man does not have the ability to greatly affect weather to the degree of temperature rises. You can do the greenhouse theory, whatever you want, but there's something else that is, in my opinion, pulling, impacting, tugging on the Earth's jet stream. I think the magnetosphere as well. I just get concerned that when I can see this kind of stuff clearly taking place, and if some of you think that, it's no big deal, that's fine. I happen to think that it is. All right. Wish you all a great day, and let's see what this evening's report is like.